Alright guys, we're in part 2 of the Golden Week information. Essentially, we have got the details and animations for the Dokkan Fest Piccolo Jr. He is going to have a giant form. I did kind of expect him to have it, just because he does go giant against Goku. But last time we had a giant form unit who was literally a Piccolo. He was pretty good, so hopefully the same can be said now. He is also going to be an int type, but his details are Gifted Warriors, Terrifying Conquerors, or Giant Form. So if you've given Piccolo 3, they'll get the 170, and yeah, the 200% lead is Battle of Fate and World Tournament. I kind of expected them to do this. I didn't want them to do it for Piccolo, just because, let's be honest, Piccolo on a World Tournament team with other units are mainly just other Piccolo Juniors, which he's going to be the only good one, and Demon King Piccolo, which the only solid one or decent one right now is Tech Free-to-Play LR. Who knows, maybe a Part 2 LR could be Demon King Piccolo, so fingers crossed for that. But still, Gifted Warrior, Terrifying Conquerors, or Giant Form was 170 lead. Pretty good. His 200 lead, I'm not going to lie, off the bat, probably not going to be that great. Probably just not going to be that great. Hopefully they're going to give Piccolo a link set that helps him key-wise, because he's also going to have Dragon Ball links if the other Piccolo Juniors and Demon King Piccolo's link sets to go off of, or go by. And hopefully he gets decent amount of key in his passive as well, the same way as Goku, to really help them out. So he also has an entrance animation where he'll have a high chance of launching an additional super attack for 1 turn from the start of turn. He gets key +2 in attack and defense plus 101% for 5 turns from the start of turn, just like Goku. Okay, that's great. That's great. And then he'll get key +3 in attack and defense plus 150% at the start of turn. So yeah, for 5 turns, Piccolo's going to have the 251% defense, but mainly and more importantly, he's going to have key +5 as well. Which is great, because they're both TURs, they're not LRs. They don't need an abundance of key, but they do need some extra key to help them because of their link set. Big fan, they've done a good job with that. Piccolo then gets an additional attack and defense plus 20% of each super attack performed, so Goku is super attacks received. And considering he has a high chance of launching additional super attack for 1 turn, there's only 1 turn, but still, you know, maybe he's got some additionals in his passive. But still, super attack performed, you only need to do 5, so it's not going to take that long anyway. Attacks effective against all types as well and facing one enemy, just like Goku. That's going to help in terms of how much damage Piccolo can do at all times. Medium chance of launching an additional super attack. He also does have a built-in additional in his passive as well. Would have been nice if it was 50%, but still, building up that 100% is going to be very easy to do. He then gets an additional attack and defense plus 60% within the same turn after receiving an attack, and then gets an additional attack and defense plus 100% and all enemies attack and defense minus 30% as the first attacker in a turn. I mean, he does get a lot of attack and defense once he's fully built up, but Piccolo doesn't have guard, damage reduction, or anything. Like, Red Zone and that does so much damage nowadays, and we always want units to have like an abundance of damage reduction and guard to go in slot 1. This bit I feel like is a little bit risky. I'm not gonna lie, have him as the first attacker in a turn. Maybe he'll be okay. I mean, depends on what phase you're on and type disadvantage and advantage, things like that. But this bit seems a bit risky to get off. But you do miss out on 100% attack and defense if you don't do it. Of course, if there are no, like, if you don't have any attacks before Piccolo attacks, that's fine. I don't know about this bit, you know. He then gets an additional attack and defense plus 100% attack and plus 100% attack and defense when performing a super attack, and a high chance of launching an additional super attack as the second or third attacker in a turn. That's really nice. So Piccolo can do a decent amount of super attacks in 1 turn. You're looking at what, 3 in total, which is really nice. And of course, he turns into giant form when conditions are met. Yeah, do you know what? Piccolo's really solid. He has a lot of attack and defense. His numbers should be pretty high for a unit that doesn't have guard or damage reduction. And with all the additional supers, Piccolo's going to be able to do some pretty decent overall damage in 1 turn. Especially if you get dupes and hit a crit. But it's just this part that I'm not a big fan of. His link sets: Big Bad Bosses, Tough as Nails, Thirst for Conquest, The Incredible Adventure, Guidance of the Dragon Balls, Transform, Fist Battle. With him being giant form, Transform was guaranteed. Big Bad Bosses, Tough as Nails, basically Tough as Nails, Incredible Adventure, Guidance of the Dragon Balls were guaranteed as well, going by the other Piccolo Jr. units and Demon King Piccolo units. But Thirst for Conquest, that's a decent link for him to have. I like how they've put that in. The active skill, Super Explosive Wave, can be activated when HP is 50% or less, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. Not bad. Or when facing 2 or more enemies. Okay, so, you know, if you're not facing a bunch of enemies, I kind of get why it's from the 4th turn. because when you're facing multiple enemies, Piccolo is going to be able to use his active skill immediately. Now, of course, if you're actually in harder content, you're not going to want to do that because you're going to want him fully built up. But and I'm not even joking. I'm not even, I'm not even saying this as a meme or to take the piss. But Piccolo is going to be very good for World Tournament. Because as soon as you hop in, you pop his active skill, you're immediately popping straight back out. He's also going to be very good for ESBR. In terms of not facing multiple enemies, they're not bad conditions. The fact you could just pop it immediately as soon as you're facing 2 or more enemies, really nice. I said for World Tournament and ESBR, he's going to be dangerous. Maybe we're going to get future content that's difficult content when we're facing multiple enemies as well, and Piccolo can pop off against them. Who knows? But he'll massively raise attack temporarily, cause mega colossal damage to all enemies, and disables an action of every enemy once within a turn. That's really nice as well. In ESBR, Piccolo is going to clean house. Are you telling me he disables an action of every single enemy? That's really good. That is really, really good. His categories are Gifted Warriors, Terrifying Conquerors, Giant Form, Battle of Fate, World Tournament, Namekians, Target Goku, Revenge, Entrusted Will, Worldwide Chaos, Earthbed Fighters, and Final Trump Card. Piccolo is pretty good as well. I do think Goku is probably better, but so far Piccolo seems pretty good. On Super Attack, you'll raise attack and defense for 1 turn by 30%, cause immense damage with a high chance of stunning. That's not bad, considering Piccolo can potentially super attack a few times in 1 turn. That's, 30% attack and defense each time. With all the attack and defense he can have his kit fully built up to. He's going to have some very good numbers. And he'll turn Giant Form when HP is 60% or less, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. That's not bad either. Good HP threshold, not bad turn condition. So far, Piccolo's looking pretty good. Now we have his Giant Form. You'll get Ki +3 and attacks affecting against all types and a high chance of a critical hit. That's not bad, that's pretty good. Again, I'm not a big fan of Giant Form units, but I can't lie and say that Orange Piccolo was pretty good. Like, he generally was pretty good when he goes Giant. But the fact he keeps the attacks effective against all types and then gets a 50% chance of hitting a critical hit is very nice. A free turn of just doing pretty good damage. And then on Super, he'll massively raise attack temporarily and cause destructive damage to the enemy. So I definitely think Goku's the better unit. But Piccolo is looking pretty good. I can't lie. Piccolo is looking pretty good. They've done a good job with making up for their Link set, having Ki in their passive, and giving Piccolo Thirst for Conquest. And his Giant Form looked quite solid as well. Now it's time for the animations. Goku's were really good. I can only imagine Piccolo's are the same.
I am Demon King Piccolo Reborn! I will once again reign as the world's strongest!
We've got some good shots from the entrance animation, I can't lie. This looks really nice. Oh, this is a Giant Form transformation. Okay, we're seeing this immediately. I cannot get how good the animations and art style of OG Dragon Ball look on these units. Like, they look so good. I said they have done a good job capturing OG Dragon Ball and making it look better than it's ever been. But I missed the fantastic stretchy arm, love that. Yeah, they just got some peak shots. That's a good shot as well. Oh my god, that's clean. They've got some peak shots, man. They've got some good looking frames.
I still have my final resort!
Voice lines aren't too bad either. Ooh, the detail, bruv! Oh, fuck! The detail on this. No, that's cold. That's cold. Oh yeah, my guy got the LR Vegeta treatment. He got that majestic KO screen, but we got back shots this time. That sounded weird, but still, Piccolo has some. I mean, they've got some good shots for both these units, but the detail on that, like this bit. And then when he actually like does the explosive wave, the detail on this is, oh, it's so good. So good. And then of course you have the majestic KO screen. Fair play Dokkan, they done a good job. After all this time, we finally got OG Dragon Ball representation. Animations are on point. They look very good. They capture a lot of the hype moments. For units that aren't even LRs either, we're finally getting standby and finish skills on Global early before the 8th anniversary. Yeah, it's only on the Goku, but that's fine. Kits look good on both these units. Goku, as I said, is definitely the better one. They've done a good job with the key to make up for the Link set. I said amazing animations. These look great. These look great. These are hype. I won't accept slander or anything otherwise. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments of who you prefer and if you're going to be summoning. I'll see you in the next video, guys, and peace.